Hi folks, it's Yasmin from Tiny Time Big Results. How are you? We're going to take a couple of minutes, well, a minute, a few seconds maybe, to see if anybody is going to join live. And I think last week I did a live and I was saying, oh, I'm going to see my little girl's concert. Today we're going to see Little Man's Christmas play, so we're going off in about half an hour or so. So I thought I'd squeeze in a little Facebook Live before we go and watch him do his play. So we're very excited about that. I suppose this is the beauty of being able to work at home and have that flexibility, so that we can go and do these different things with our children, because I know their little faces light up when they see you in the audience, and it's really special. And I suppose it's one of the reasons why I do what I do. So anyway, what I wanted to share in this Facebook Live, in this video, is talk about the top 3 ways that you can really leverage your time so that you can make your money without working long hours. Yeah, that's exactly what I said I was going to talk about. Make sure to remind myself what I said I was going to talk about. So here's the thing. All right, Tiny Time Big Results. It's all about leveraging your time. And one of the things that I know that some people think is, oh, you get so much done, you must be Superwoman. And honest to God, it's just not true. I am probably, I probably have my own share of craziness during the day, obviously with 3 children and a house and everything else. It can be a bit mental. And so for me, Tiny Time Big Results has never been about, oh God, look at me, I'm doing X, Y, and Z, because it's just not true. And that's something that I think is really important to remember, that whenever we see anybody online, anywhere really, and it's never the full story. Like, there's lots of craziness going on in the background. You just don't necessarily see all of that. Otherwise, that'd be like doing Facebook Live all day long, which would be incredibly boring for you. And so that's not the point. The point of Tiny Time Big Results has always been about going on this adventure to see, well, can I do it? Is it possible to create this business, a profitable, fruitful, successful business, without working these long hours? Because honestly, you can't, when you look at your articles on Forbes or Fortune magazine or Entrepreneur, and everyone's talking about talking about working long and hard and have a business if you were working really long hours. Well, do you know what? That's just not possible when you have 3 children. And I do believe that as women, we take the brunt of, not the brunt, but we are the major caregivers. I know there are a lot of awesome fathers out there who do a huge amount as well. My husband does too. But the fact is that I'm still at home with the children. And, being able to shut the door and just get on with what I'm doing, it's just not possible. Being able to say to, my husband, say, right, okay, for the next 3 days, I'm not going to do X, Y, and Z. You have to do it all. It's just not going to happen. So, the business has to work around the family. It has to work around our lifestyle, of school runs and all that kind of good stuff. So that's what Tiny Time Big Results has always been about. And in my own journey of, really starting out talking about productivity, for me, it was like, actually, productivity only takes you so far, because it's about getting things done. And for me, this is really important. And it's been a really important distinction that I've discovered in my own journey, is that it's about how you actually bring that income in, which is a bigger factor than the productivity piece of it. And so that makes me, and that's what I've been implementing in my own business. It's about how can I create an income, but without like working long hours, because I just don't have that luxury, if I'm allowed to say that word. If you're on the live stream, please say hello in the comments box. I'd love to see who is live with me. I can see there's a couple of people on the video. Go on, don't be shy, say hello. So this is the thing, like, we're not super heroes, we can't do it all. And I suppose that's one of the things for me, is I just kind of go, well, I know I can't do it all, so I'm not even going to try. I don't have mammoth to-do lists, because I just know physically I'm not able to get to all of those things, and I'm just setting myself up for failure. But what I do want to do is be able to make sure that I am focusing on the things that will get me the results. And see that these are my top 3 ways on how you can leverage your time so you're bringing the money in and you're not working long hours. So first of all, and I talk about this a lot, is about creating premium packages in your business. This is a hands down, unbelievable way of bringing great income into your business, doing amazing work with your clients. And that's always a big thing for me, is that you're always delivering massive value. And, and you're well rewarded for it. You're well paid for it. Premium packages are a fantastic way of, creating the cash flow that you need in your business and, really helping you to leverage your time. Because if you're creating a high value package, then you're not scrambling around trying to find loads and loads of clients to do, a session with here and a session there and a session here. For me, packages are a really powerful way of, creating that consistent cash flow, doing really great work with your clients rather than just having a one-off session. And depending on the nature of your business, chances are a one-off session isn't going to be enough. So how do you create that container that allows people to really, really create an amazing transformation? And you get to do your best work as well. So premium packages are my number 1 strategy for creating real leverage in your business. People on the live stream, come and tell me that you're here. Say hello, because I'd love to see you. So that's a brilliant way to leverage your tiny time. And that is one of my foundation stones in my business, because, I get to do some brilliant work with clients. And I just wouldn't be able to do that if I was just kind of constantly running around trying to find another client here and another client there, and so forth. So that is a really, really powerful strategy. And I can't recommend this highly enough. My second strategy is to create group programs. So depending again on the nature of your business and what you're sharing, but this works in a lot of coaching businesses, consulting businesses, businesses where you essentially have an expertise that you can share with people. So whether that is a knitting circle, where, maybe you share, I'm going to try and think off the top of my head, but, this is something that I kind of get really excited about, creating group programs, but a way that you actually bring people together and, you deliver content, you work with this group, but it's a brilliant way of leveraging your time. So instead of working, we're doing lots and lots of sessions, like say if you had 10 sessions that you had to do in the week, actually bring those 10 people in together into one session. And actually now you have, you've only done that 1 hour, but you've actually delivered massive value. Because here's the thing that people don't, I suppose they kind of underestimate with group programs, is that when you have a group of people in a program and somebody asks a question, that can have a huge impact on the people who are listening to the answer. Because it's not, sometimes I don't think of a question and somebody else says it and I think, oh, that's a really great question. And that's why the power of the group program is immense. It really is beautiful. And it's a brilliant way to leverage your time, because instead of spending 10 hours with clients, you're actually bringing that 10 people into maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours, but still it's a massive reduction of the time commitment and you're still able to deliver very, very high value program. And then the third way that you can leverage your time really powerfully is through creating online courses, because you get your expertise, your information, your transformation out into a course format, and you've done it. Create it once, sell over and over and over again. And, online courses are a brilliant way for people to be able to really get experience of you, and to really kind of get who you are, and to learn from you. And, it can be priced at a lower level than the group programs or the online, on the premium packages. But it's another great way of leveraging your time, because, I've created courses. Once they're done, they're done. They're there. And so that's flipping amazing. I think that's brilliant. It's so, and I think that for me is really the secret around creating that tiny time big results factor, or the effect, if you like, is think about in your business, how can you leverage your time more powerfully? Because how you bring the money in is essentially what you're doing with your time. Is you're thinking, okay, so I need to market, and I need to do my sales conversations, and I need to, do my blog and do my videos and all that kind of stuff. And essentially, the reason why you're doing all of those things is to bring the money in, is to attract those clients in. So instead of, working really, really hard to do all of that, to not create a really great income because you're not leveraging your time enough, think about how you can implement these 3 strategies into your business. The online program, the online program, the group program, essentially, the online course, and premium packages. Because I promise you, once you start doing those, and you don't have to do them all at once, but once you start, implementing those, then I promise you, you will be amazed at what you can actually achieve. And you know what? When you are financially in a place where you think, well, my bills are covered, any little extras are covered, you're in a good place. There's a real freedom in that space. There's a real sense of ease and grace in that space. And that's what I want for you, is for you to feel that space, and for you to be able to feel like, actually, do you know what? I can be creative. I can do something else, because you're not scrabbling around trying to make sure that you've got enough money to pay the rent or the mortgage or the bills, or that if something breaks down, you're panicking because you're thinking, I don't know how to pay for that. And that's really what I suppose my journey is all about. It's about, how you bring that to life in your business, and how I help other people to do that. Because here's the thing, as a business owner, you're a business owner for a reason. You wanted to create flexibility in your life. You wanted to be able to spend time with your family. You wanted to be able to go and travel. You wanted to be able to go and do other stuff. You don't want to be working really, really long hours. So this is what you really need to be focusing in on. And, when I think about leverage, kind of 4 main areas, I suppose, if you like, leveraging your offers and your marketing. So they're kind of like a key piece of obviously what I've been talking about. Leveraging the systems that you use. So what are the systems that you use? So kind of give you an example. One of the things that I use are digital contracts. So when somebody signs up to work with me, instead of all the paperwork, I literally have agreements in a digital format that they can then apply their digital signature. So a really simple tool like that can make a huge difference in your business. Leveraging the people. So you may not necessarily have a team, but you can outsource, or you could have somebody, who helps you for a few hours a week. So how you leverage that person is a really powerful strategy in your business, and how you leverage your time. So what is it that you're spending your time doing? Is it by creating really powerful content that leads people to naturally become, a client? Or are you spinning the wheels but not getting a huge amount done? And that for me is essential when you're thinking about how you leverage your time. When you don't have a huge amount of time for your business, or you just don't want to be working long hours, this is key. And that's what I do in my business. That's what I help my clients do. If this has been of interest and you're thinking, I'd love to know how I can do that in my business, then get in touch. I'll post a link below to book a time to chat with me, because this is what I do day in, day out. And I know that I can absolutely help you. And these are my top 3 strategies that I really help my clients to implement. Premium packages, online courses, and group programs. And so if you'd like to know more, then book a time to chat. It's a no obligation session. It's not like I'm going to be doing any heavy voodoo pushy sales stuff or anything like that. It genuinely is a chance for us to connect, have a chat, and see if I can help you. And if I can, I'd love to be able to. So I hope this has helped you kind of really maybe relook at your business and think about how you can leverage your time more powerfully. Please pop your comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. Any aha moments, anything that you do differently as a result, and let me know below. And if, like I say, book a time to chat with me if that's of interest. And I am now going to get ready and go and see my little boys play. So I've really enjoyed spending this time with you today. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll talk to you again soon.